They're insubordinate. They're idle talkers. But they're also deceivers. Deceivers. Probably the most frightening characteristic of false teachers. The fact that they are deceived themselves and consequently they deceive others. As I stated before, most of these people genuinely care about others. And the false teachings that they're sharing are, to them, truth. They believe it. They may have invented it, but they believe it. Unfortunately, when people are most vulnerable to false teaching is when they're in a time of crisis. When they're at a place in their lives when those of us who know the truth maybe fail to reach out to them. When we may be least likely to help. Many times we get so busy with our big plans for serving God that we don't hear the faint cries of those who are hurting. Our plans mean nothing if we can't meet the needs of hurting people. We've got to be very careful that we don't ignore those around us who are hurting, those who are crying. You know, I believe people would not be as likely to follow false teachers if you and I, as Christians who know the truth, would be more sensitive to their needs, more sensitive to the hurting people in our world. Suppose that you were one of those people who's hurting. Suppose you're in a great deal of emotional pain, you're at your lowest. Would you rather follow someone who teaches an orthodox Christianity but doesn't have time for you, or somebody who acts like they care about you regardless of what they teach? Most people would rather follow somebody who acts like they care about them. And they don't care what they're teaching. The old saying is just as true today as it ever was. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They want to know that we care in our world today. And, you know, when they know that we care, they'll listen to our message. Remember, our Lord was the most compassionate man who ever walked this earth. He loved people. He didn't go around pushing himself on others, though. And we can't either. We need to follow his example of servanthood, of compassion, helping other people when they're in need, so that they'll see the truth in us. They'll hear what it is we have to say.